Okay, so here is our dashboard. So you have logged into Apache Access. You have clicked on your Canvas, and so now you are on your Canvas dashboard. So here are your dashboard. Here is your dashboard home site. You have a couple of different options. You have your different classes. You'll notice that mine are all DMTH or NCBO because that's what I teach. You'll have obviously your own classes. Let me explain some of your options over here, and then we'll go to the developmental classes. So over here on the left, you'll have calendar view. In the calendar view, you can see when your assignments are due. Over here on the right, you can toggle what classes you want to see. You'll notice I have multiple DMTH classes. You can turn on those classes. You can turn off multiple classes by clicking the button. I only have one of each of my classes, one DMTH and one NCBO class checked. But if you want to look at one class at a time, or if you want to look at all your classes, you can. So here is where you can see assignments that are past due are crossed out, assignments that are upcoming are not crossed out. So you've got one option. You can click on assignments from here. So you can see them, you can click on them and access them from calendar view. So there you've got that possibility there. If we go back to calendar view, you'll notice that these week requirement time grades are not links that go anywhere. Those do not take you to ALEKS. So that is just kind of telling you due dates. So don't think that clicking on a required time grade in Canvas is going to actually take you to that grade. Anything that is in DMTH has to be done from your ALEKS page. So these grades right here, clicking there is not actually going to help you. So that's just kind of one example there. Over here on the left, you also have your inbox where we can talk through email. This is the best place to email me from, because when it emails me, it automatically gives me your class name and section number. So you don't have to necessarily include that in your emails. Underneath there, it kind of gives you a recent history. This button here gives you a recent history of the classes, class assignments that you've got due or coming up. So there are those options. So let's go back to your dashboard here. Now let's click on one of the classes. And I'm going to go to student view at this point so that you can see, so that I can video what you're seeing. So here's the student view. This is our class homepage. So every time I email you and I talk about the class homepage, this is what I'm talking about. So here are the announcements that I'm constantly telling you to check those announcements. So down here at the bottom, these were those announcements that have already been from the beginning, posted from the beginning. You'll notice here that I have some announcements about if you clicked on ALEKS and nothing happened. I gave you some advice. I even put screenshots about what could be happening there. Down here, if you are confused about how to find the Respondus practice quiz, looky there, I even put screenshots about where you might be able to find that Respondus practice quiz. especially if you're clicking on it and it goes to something that says Honor Lock Practice Quiz. Let's see, struggling to know where to spend your 6 hours each week in ALEKS. You need to make sure that you're clicking on the ALEKS link. You cannot click on required time grades and it actually goes somewhere. You have to click on the ALEKS link there and then click on Start My Path. And it'll actually tell you that you have 5 hours and 57 minutes remaining that week. So it actually gives you how much time you have each week. So this is where you'll find incredibly helpful information each week. And I post announcements every Monday morning. And if I post extra announcements, they'll be in there. Now, how do you know if I post extra announcements? On our homepage, well, I'm sorry, let's come down here to modules. In our modules, in the course orientation module, is a section that says setting your notification preferences. And if you click the link, how do I set my notification preferences? There's a whole guide in here that tells you how you can get an email about when there's a new announcement, or an email about feedback on assignments. How do you get those emails? Different things like that. So please keep that button there in mind. That was in your course orientation in the modules section of our course. All right, so each week, the required time, your 6 hours, is here in the ALEKS button. So you'll click on the ALEKS button and it will automatically open up your ALEKS homepage. So when I talk about your ALEKS homepage, this is your ALEKS homepage. This is where you want to spend your 6 hours. Start My Path. If you sit on the page for 30 minutes, it will automatically deduct 30 minutes from your time and log you out. So for those of you that keep saying, well, it logs me out after a couple of questions, well, that's what it is. You sat idle for 30 minutes. You can't do that. This is called AI. This is artificial intelligence. You can't log in and then go do something else. You have to actually work in ALEKS. And here, like we're in week 3 for required time, it'll tell you exactly how much time you have left to obtaining your week 3 required time. So right now, this person is sitting on 6 hours. They haven't accomplished any of their 6 hours this week. As they work on their 6 hours, this time starts counting down. 5 hours and 52 minutes, 4 hours and 37 minutes. This time will start going down. We are currently working on Pi Progress Goal 1, but this person has already completed Pi Progress Goal 1. So now they are working on Pi Progress Goal 2. So you can kind of see how that works right there. Okay, over here in the assignments section, you can kind of see what our upcoming assignments are. We've got Proctored Knowledge Check 1 coming up next week. And those are going to be your assignments. They're arranged by time. And then we've got these past assignments. The Respondus Practice Quiz is past due, but it is open until the end of February. So if you have feedback, you can still click on this. And you should be able to go back to reading that feedback. So go to your grades. And in your grades, You can click on an assignment, and you can, over here on the right, you can read my feedback. You can add feedback to me, add a comment, click save, and then I can read your feedback. So make sure when I say read the feedback on an assignment, you go back in and read it. When I send an email that says the Respondus practice quiz is graded, go back in and read your feedback. You want to come over here to grades. You want to click on the Respondus practice quiz, and then you want to read that feedback right here on the right-hand side to see what improvements do you need to make. If it's a grade that you can't retake, then you want to read this feedback so that you don't make the same mistakes again. All right. Now, I hope that this video was helpful. If you have any questions about any of these places that you are still struggling with, please reach out and let me know. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.